You're throwing in a yes.
I actually was assaulted on the subway last year on this time.
And you still voted that you feel safe, though.
I generally feel, when I say I feel safe, like I feel comfortable using public transportation. This is the way I choose to live my life.
Do you feel safe in the New York City subway? No? Do you want to?
Yeah.
And can you tell me why you don't feel safe?
Like, just everything, it's so overwhelming. A woman almost got raped on the 6th line, and that's how I take to get home. Like, that's really concerning for me, myself, as a female.
They're racial profiling. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? And when they should racial profile, they don't.
Do you feel safe on the subway, yes or no? Do you feel safe on the subway, yes or no?
I feel safe when you have the mask on.
So no, because I'm not wearing the mask.
You're not wearing a mask.
Said he doesn't feel safe because I'm not wearing a mask. Hey everybody, I am your host Elad, and today I'm reporting to you from Grand Central in New York City, where we are polling New Yorkers asking, do you feel safe in the New York City subway? This is coming on the heels of the subway shooting last week, and then also a rise in crime and homelessness on the subway. Let's go talk to some New Yorkers, see what's going on. Hey, excuse me, any chance I get you to participate? I'm asking subway riders, do you feel safe in the New York City subways?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Can you tell me why not?
You haven't read about all the crime that goes on? You want to see what I carry all day? I have to carry a taser. Look.
You feel necessary to carry around a
100%.
taser to be safe in the subway.
I mean, I don't even feel safe with this. I feel like I need more, but you know.
What would make you feel safe in the subways?
I would say more cops, but I don't even know at this point if that will help.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. Stay safe out there. That's a cute taser, by the way. Pink. All
Thank you
pink.
so much.
Thank you.
guys.
I need to get one. God damn.
I can't. You're the media. You know how I feel.
You feel safe?
I'm not going to do it.
Come on, bro.
Whoever has time down here, they'll
Put
ask
your
that
mask
question.
on. Nobody can
Ask
see.
my man right there.
Nobody can see. Put the mask on.
Yeah,
Nobody can see.
Okay.
Listen, put up.
They got 5, 6,
Blink twice, blink twice.
Stand clear to go north, please. Complete the fit.
We're polling New Yorkers. We're asking, do you feel safe in the NYC subways? Yes or no? You're voting no. Can you tell me a little bit more about why not?
Yeah, this subway is supposed to be used for transportation. It's being used for everything else but transportation safety. So that is, I ride the subway. I try to avoid the subway because, there's still homelessness. There's still everybody threatening to kill everybody in this place. I don't know what's going on, but this.
Can I ask, what would make you feel more safe on the subways?
More police. Keep homeless people off the subway. It's not a hotel, right? And just use it for its intended purpose.
I know you said more police. I know this is a bit controversial. A year or so ago, there was the defund the police movement. Do you think there's going to be pushback and that will really solve the issues that we're dealing with here?
Well, the pushback is supposed to be handled by politicians. That's what the vote is being done, right? So the politicians make empty promises, fool the people, and raise their taxes. So let's get real, and let's hope somebody can do the right thing and get people back to ride the subway safely.
Mayor Adams is putting more cops in the subway stations. Do you think he's doing a good job at that so far?
I haven't seen the cops yet. So, where he's putting them is probably around where he lives.
Yeah.
Because it's not where I'm commuting from.
I'm asking New Yorkers, do you feel safe in the New York City subway? You're tallying no. Any chance you could tell me a little bit more about why you don't feel safe in the subways?
Well, because of what's happening very recently, there's a bunch of crimes going on, especially about the Asian people, which is very unfortunate. Also, I think the government should act about it. Like, it's too late because there's so many people that's been dead, and they should do whatever is necessary to keep us safe.
Can I ask, who do you blame for the rise in crime in the subway and specifically towards the Asian community now?
Nothing specific. I mean, it's just for everyone's safety is what's important to me. And especially as a New Yorker paying a lot of tax, we should be able to feel that we benefit from our tax. Like, we need to be safe anywhere we go in the city.
Would you want to see more cops on the New York City subways?
More cops, and also like the security check, like when you're going through a security airport check-in,
Wow.
we should have that shit.
Wow.
because it's necessary. I mean, cops are just there hanging out.
Yeah.
You can never tell who has something, like might harm someone if you don't have that security check, like the airport.
Yeah. Two of the women I spoke to earlier today, one showed me a taser, the other told me she has pepper spray.
Yeah, because
Do you as a
it's
woman
for my own safety. I would love to have that, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
Because nowadays you can never be sure, and it's just unfortunate.
Hello. Yes.
Any chance you want to participate? So I'm asking New York City subway riders, do you feel safe in the New York City subway? Could you participate? Sure.
Sure.
Please.
All right.
You're throwing in a yes. I wanted to ask you, do you blame, a lot of people are concerned about safety in the subway. We're obviously coming off the heels of what happened in Brooklyn. There's also a rise in homelessness on the subways and a rise in crime on the subways. Have you heard about this? Are you concerned about that? You voted, that you feel safe, but...
I am, yeah. I actually was assaulted on the subway last year on this time.
And you still voted that you feel safe, though.
I generally feel, when I say I feel safe, I feel comfortable using public transportation. This is the way I choose to live my life, and I don't feel that the system is, I don't personally feel like it's any less safe now. Yeah.
You said you were assaulted around this time last year.
Yeah.
Two women I spoke to earlier, one showed me her taser, another showed me her pepper spray. Because of that experience you had and because you're a woman, do you feel compelled to carry something to potentially protect yourself in that event in the future?
I don't carry anything, no. I'm not sure really how useful that is.
And I wonder
That I'd be prepared to grab something and use it. I'm not trained in self-defense. I think it's probably better to get training in self-defense than to carry something.
Mayor Adams' solution to this has been more cops in the subway. He's been doing that, but after the heels of what's happened in Brooklyn, I think he wants to increase that even more. Would you support or condemn more cops in the subway at this point?
I don't support more cops on the subway. I don't think they keep us safer. I think what makes us safer is more and more people using the subway and people watching out for each other. And the more services and supports that we can give to folks who are experiencing homelessness and mental health crises, that's what's going to keep us safe.
Why do you think Mayor Adams is going down this route?
I'm not sure I have an answer for that besides, I don't know. I mean, I think, we give we have a huge budget for the NYPD that's not, and it's sort of like when you have that resource, you sort of throw that resource at everything, at every crisis, at every problem. I think we have a bloated NYPD, and I think we should be investing in other, as I was saying, other safety measures and public safety.
It sounds almost like a defund the police message, like take some funds, put them towards education. And
I mean, I think the NYPD is doing just fine. I don't think it needs more funding, and I think that we could be investing resources in other places.
I'm asking, do you feel safe in the New York City subway? And you're tallying, yeah. I got a lot of people saying, no, we're coming on the heels of the shooting in the Brooklyn subway. You're still confident. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I'm just confident in being able to maintain myself in the event that something like that was to occur.
Oh, interesting. A couple of women in the past half hour, one showed me a taser, the other told me about her pepper spray. Do you think it's bad that, some women are feeling unsafe? You're saying, you have the capacity to defend yourself, but not everybody may, In general, do you feel like the subways are becoming less safe?
Overall, yeah. I definitely think there needs to be more security around.
Yeah. And is there somebody to blame for it being less safe?
I think you got to blame the people first.
What'd you say?
I think you got to blame the people first.
And how do we deal with those people then, or?
Well, I think that's a bit over my pay grade to really, make that determination. But I think if there's more officers in environments that are more prone to scenarios like that, that would definitely de-escalate scenarios from occurring.
Mayor Adams suggested he wants to get even more cops into the subway. Would you support or condemn something like that?
I would definitely support it.
Support that, absolutely.
Yeah. I got kids that travel on the train, so if it's going to make it safer for them and women, then why not?
Yeah. What do you think?
Personally, I feel all right, but I know for everybody else, no.
You're putting in a knock. Can I ask why you put no? Why don't you feel safe in the subways here?
a lot of stuff can happen in New York. You never know what can happen. One minute you're just sitting fine, and then some guy asks you for $1. The next he pulls out a shiv and then just comes right at you.
Yeah, I know we're also coming on the heels of over a week ago there was that shooting in Brooklyn. Were you reluctant to ride the subway or anything after that, or is it still all good?
It's still all good. I don't really live near Brooklyn, but I feel bad for everyone that had to be a part of that. God bless them for, surviving.
Absolutely. I want to ask you this one last thing. I know it's controversial, but more cops in the subway, would that make you feel more safe?
Honestly, no, it wouldn't. It would make things a little worse, a little more stressful to me.
Absolutely. What's the quick solution here then? Make people feel safer?
Honestly, I wouldn't say up the police force in the train. I feel like just around the station itself.
Do you feel safe in the New York City subway?
Me personally, I do feel safe.
Okay.
Because I know how to defend myself.
Okay. And do you think if somebody doesn't know how to defend themselves, should they feel safe in the subways here?
No, they shouldn't, because, see, the problem with this is all the police, especially at 42nd Street, they stand in 5, 6 upstairs. Everybody on their cell phone. The crime is happening down here, so they're not doing nothing.
Do you think more cops are the solution?
No. No. The thing is, they should get the people who commit these crimes in the subway system, keep them out of the system. They know who they are, they got their names. Keep them out, if you see them in the system, have them arrested. The only way to stop it, put them in jail.
So that's like a tough on crime approach to this issue. I know that gets a little controversial. Mayor Adams wants to put more cops in the subway. Are you scared there's going to be unintended consequences to just, taking these people and throwing them in jail, throwing away the keys?
See, the thing is, they're going to go after black people more. See, a white person comes sneak on the train, when a black person does it, they're watching the black guy, don't see the white guy sneak on the train. See, they're racial profiling. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? And when they should racial profile, they don't. You understand what I'm saying?
I know there are a lot of homeless people on the trains, other criminals on the trains. Should the police be dealing with these people and taking them out of the subway, do you think, or should they be leaving them there? What do you think about that issue?
You should get them out the system, but it's not just getting them out of the system. You got to put them in jail. If they're committing crimes, if you're committing a crime with a gun, you should not be let go without bail. On a gun charge, any serious felony assault should have bail, a high bail. When it's petty, like sneaking on a train or something like that, leave them alone, because that's just a waste of time.
Hey everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments. If this is your first time here, guys, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay barely informed.